right, so 5 ways to save money on your AdWords. Um, so yeah, this is a definitely a good thing to know. So use phrase and exact, not broad by default. So that was what that boring but important theory was about. I'm a geek. I actually didn't find it boring, but I know for a fact, talking to my wife, that she reckons it's about as exciting as watching paint dry. So that's why I called it that section, boring but important theory. So hopefully everyone understands that. Okay, the second one is, add negative keywords in. So for example, that minus Sydney. So don't show our ads anything to do with Sydney because it's not related. So that actually really helps the health of your campaigns, and you should have that with everything that you do. And then the third one is turn on conversion tracking. So if we think back to that the web form we saw before for the Wollongong plumber one, where the request a callback. If it passed over to a thank you page, we could get a bit of code from Google called conversion tracking code and put that on the thank you page, right? And then if that's the only way to get to the thank you page, then Google will fire off a thing saying, okay, someone reached that thank you page, so they must have gone through that form, so we'll call it a conversion. Okay, so we want to turn off conversion tracking. We want to turn on conversion tracking so we can start to see, how efficient our advertising is. Because if we don't have this on, we're sort of, running blind. And then we want to pause any search terms that don't result in leads and sales. So this might be a bit hard to see, but what it's actually saying is, all those search terms over here, resulted in leads, or it's here it calls them conversions. But then these ones here didn't result in any leads, so let's pause them. So you can effectively trim out the bottom of your campaign. I don't see many people do this, but everyone really should, because otherwise you're paying for things that you don't need to be. Each one of those might be like $20 here, $5 there, $30 there. Doesn't sound like much, but it all adds up, and it's a budget that could be put into search terms that are resulting in leads. So the other thing is pause any that are resulting in too high a cost per lead. So say, for example, I was happy to spend $9 a lead, then this is a little bit hard to see. Actually, that slide's gone a bit weird. Basically, what you could see is so this one might be $100 a lead, $70 a lead, $60 a lead, $20 a lead, $10 a lead. All those are higher than what I'm happy to spend for a lead. So pause all those search phrases. But then this one's $8, $7, $6. So keep all those running. So you've got rid of everything that's costing you money. So really, trims things out. And this next one is what they call in the industry, sort of Google idiot tax. It's not really a nice term, but it's what they call it in the industry. So remember I just taught you about how phrase and exact works, and how because your results are going to show up for just relevant stuff to what you want it to be. This one they changed last year, and they changed the default setting. And what it effectively said was, ignore the fact that we've got ignore the fact that we've got phrase and exact keywords in there, and treat them all more like broad. Basically meaning, show my ads a whole bunch more and clock up a whole bunch more spend. So, and they did that across all the AdWords campaigns in the world, and they had an amazing quarter, and they still do every quarter since then, because no one really knows to change this. So what this is, it's in the in your AdWords campaign settings, and it says keyword matching options, and you want to include this it says do not include close variants. So even the way they've been sneaky, how are people, as a business owner, how am I supposed to know? Do not include close variants means, stop treating my, exact and phrase as like broads. So very sneaky. Great for Google, but not great for everyone else. So everyone who's got an AdWords campaign, definitely write that down on your to-do list, because you're wasting money. So that's something you should action sooner rather than later. And I'll show you, when we get into the mobile stuff, I'll show you other things they've done to waste your money as well.